Saturday night. Whew. Look at that! Look at that! This is Hüsker Dü! Any ice? Nice! What's up, folks? Getting chilly out. Today was a very cold day. It was definitely fall. I don't know about you folks. Can't say I'm a giant fan of fall. I like winter more than fall. I don't know. At least with winter, you know you're fucked. You know it's gonna be cold. You know it's never gonna stop being cold. You know it's gonna snow. You know it's gonna keep snowing. It's 48 degrees outside right now. Tomorrow's supposed to be warmer though. They'll only add up to 52 degrees. Tomorrow's gonna be 64. Monday 72. Then it's gonna be cold for me. It's gonna be down to 28 on next Saturday, it says. Next weekend, it's gonna get down to 28 degrees. Holy shit. There goes the wife's plants. It's gonna definitely frost. Anyways, how y'all doing? I don't wanna spam you guys. Spam. I don't like that phrase. Spam. But I got a lot of things to say, I guess, lately. Stopped doing videos for about a month because I just didn't really have a lot of things to say and I had shit to do. After I'm done with this, I'm going to be making some burgers and some tater tots. Nice garage. Nice garage. Whew. It's cold. Kind of feels nice though. I sweated my ass off this summer. All I did this summer was just sweat and overheat and feel like shit every day. I'm on medicine, I'm on a steroid. And it makes you sweaty all the time. I would wake up in the middle of the night. Oh, it makes you have to pee like crazy in the middle of the night too. I actually almost wet the bed once, a couple months ago. Not only that, my acne has gotten like really bad right now. Like I've got like a ton of horrible fucking oozing pus acne zits on my back right now that are just like, ugh, horrible. Good song. Jimmy's not the practice. That's really a nice break. Welcome. all time. Huge influence on bands like Foo Fighters, Green Day, the Pixies, definitely. Got it all over my coat. Got ear all over my coat. Anyway, it's not funny anymore. Anyways, Hüsker Dü invented alternative rock. The importance of Hüsker Dü is the fact that they were a hardcore band that evolved into a modern rock band. Much like that of another band from, well, the late 80s, Nirvana, who signed a major label deal, which actually was very successful. But it was only because of bands like Hüsker Dü who signed major label deals when they were punk bands, where the major labels didn't, only did they learn from the mistakes of signing bands like Hüsker Dü, were they able to find success in signing bands like Nirvana. I won't say that Nirvana wasn't important, but I can guarantee you, Hüsker Dü, way, Nirvana, very important band. Hüsker Dü, very, very important to punk rock, but almost completely essential to the idea of modern rock. The Foo Fighters, you can hear Hüsker Dü and the Foo Fighters, big time. The Pixies, completely fucking influenced by Hüsker Dü. Hüsker Dü only together for about 8 or 9 years, but made absolutely perfect albums, which is not what you could say for a lot of other bands out there. But I could listen to Hüsker Dü all day, and I have been listening to them for the past like month and a half since I've been reading this book. The book itself is like not great, but it's pretty good and provides a really good, I don't know. Anyways, Hüsker Dü had an awesome, some say their best album is Zen Arcade, because it was a double album, it was a concept album. But it was the first real punk rock concept album. And it sounded very similar to this type of music. But it had a lot of like weird elements in it. But the one thing that I never understood is like what the actual story is. Like it's a great album, but I don't really understand what the concept is or like what the storyline. Like we all know the storyline for Tommy by The Who. I don't really understand the story with Zen Arcade. It feels almost like the idea of a concept album was like actually like an afterthought, maybe? I don't know. But anyways, this book didn't really explain much of like, I don't know, like I want to hear like anecdotes. I want to hear stories about when they were recording it and like how they recorded it and like interesting things about it. And the book like provided a lot of like story about how like the band started hating each other up until their breakup, but like not a whole lot about the music really. But it did include a nice appendix in the back. You could like they had like multiple like playlists, like oh playlist. Here's a playlist for the person who might be a fan or like the casual fan of Hüsker Dü, or the beginner's guide to listening to Hüsker Dü. Anyways, I won't bore you. I know plenty of you out there have really shitty taste in music. You don't want to hear this. Anyways, what is it? Florida 32 Ounce said in a comment on my second to last video thing or whatever when I went on a rant about like, oh, make sure your videos are good. Make sure your videos have something to say. Make sure they're interesting. Well, I guess in some ways he's right. Nobody's gonna find this video interesting or whatever, but to me it's important that the video's out there, you know? I don't know. He was right. But, oh, and thank you for saying that my house looks nice. Because I'm actually very proud of it. I didn't have to do anything when I moved in. And, oh, he's so lucky. 432 ounces house. He had a very nice tour. My wife will never let me put video of our house, the inside of our house online right now because it's still a fucking wreck. It's just really fucking messy. And we're busy painting. I'm gonna be painting all night. I'm gonna be painting a room in the house. Hope to be kind of halfway in the bag when that happens. So I'm gonna make dinner, and then we're gonna paint. This is a good song. I'll have to regale you a little bit about a story about this song. Really fucking good song. The song's called Diane. Anyways, I'm gonna be painting. I already tried to hit up Hüsker Dü for a podcast. He didn't bite. He's got a lot of, he's actually working very hard this week. I'm gonna tell you the story about this song, and I'll give you a short announcement about something that's gonna be happening. So I'm gonna be eating dinner tonight. I'm gonna be listening to music, painting a room, and getting totally blasted. Not on Jenny Ice, but on Dark and Stormy's, regular Jenny, Shipyard, Little Horror of Hops. It's pretty much the only beer I have. Well, I have a 12-pack of Oktoberfest Sam Adams. Anyways, story of this song, Diane, by Hüsker Dü. This is actually kind of a turning point because they had been playing this song for a long time up until they recorded this. But it's like just them. They were so fucking good at what they did because they would have like all these songs that they would play in concert, and they would only get around to recording them or whatever, like the album after next. So this song had been played for like quite a bit before they actually recorded it. But the story goes, they had the Hüsker Dü's based in Minneapolis, so they pretty much played like in Minneapolis quite a long time before they actually started going on tour. But Minneapolis is big for a lot of bands. The Replacements. Soul Asylum was based in Minneapolis. There's like all these bands in the 80s that were formed out of punk rock that were just like so awesome. But anyways, so they would tour it, but they were based in Minneapolis for the most part. Bob Mould actually was born and raised like an hour away from where I went to college. Malone, New York, which is like, you have to get to Plattsburgh, New York, where I went to college, you have to drive through Malone, and it's an hour away. Anyways, based in Minneapolis, we'd always go to this cafe where there's this waitress named Diane. And they would talk to her, and they got to, after like a few years or whatever of going there, they got to know her, and they thought that she was like kind of interesting. And then one day they came in, and Diane wasn't there. apparently there is a serial murderer in the Minneapolis area that actually killed this, like kidnapped and killed this waitress that previous night before they got there. And so when they sat down and they heard all about this or whatever, it shocked them, the band members, to their very core. That like, wow, like this woman that like we got to know over these past few months, that you know, that was seemingly part of our lives, was actually just taken out of our lives. And it was a very profound thing, because she was actually one of, like, I don't know, several victims for this one person. Anyways, that guy, they caught that guy and he went to jail, but still, Hüsker Dü made this song, Diane. So, anyways, interesting. Pretty interesting backstory to that song. Anyway, I gotta finish up this video. Big announcement, folks, big announcement. In 2 weeks, I will be visited in this garage, in this very residence, by a member of the YTDC. Now, who is it? Who do you think that is? The answer should be obvious. Nobody in their right mind from the YTDC. I've never met anybody from the YTDC in real life. Crisco 3D will be in this garage in 2 weeks. That son of a bitch is flying up from Florida next Thursday. I'm picking him up in Portland, Maine. And he's coming and visiting for 3 nights. So, that'll be cool. So you guys should be looking forward to some fun times, some good videos. I got my firewood stocked up. I got a whole shitload of cardboard to burn. All of those cardboard boxes I need to burn in my fire pit. Anyways, hope you all have a great Saturday night. More bad beer on a Saturday. What is a Saturday night swill? Anyway, I'm not convinced Jenny Ice is the best, but that was not the worst. Anyways, hope y'all have a great Saturday night. Talk to y'all later. Peace.